Welcome and welcome back to the Webby and O'Neill channel. Match reaction, Manchester United 2, Sevilla 2. For 80 minutes, Manchester United were totally dominant in that game, and then it was a 10-minute collapse.
Listen, I'm shocked here, absolutely shocked at the performance, what I've seen from the first half to the second half, and I'm ill. It's a total disaster, and not just in the result with them getting the 2 goals back, 2 own goals, what I may add, but also with Martinez, the injury to him, the booking of Bruno. He'll miss the game. Obviously, we've got Rashford out for the second leg. This is a total disaster of a result, and we are going to struggle, and I mean struggle. They played the dark arts of football in that second half. The game was dull. There was a few moments from Anthony in that, but I'm telling you now, I'm absolutely in shock here at the turnaround from that first half performance. It looks as though they had lead in the boots after time. They were just trying to walk out the game at 2-0. And against the Spanish side, who know the dark arts, you never know what's coming. And what just come was a complete and utter disaster for Manchester United in every way.
Look, I'm on the floor myself, to be honest. You can't quite believe what's happened there near the end. But, you know, looking on that first half, Marcel Sabitzer there, grabbing 2 goals in that number 10 position. You know, what did you think of his performance?
In that number 10 position, I thought he played absolute fantastic football, the way he moved. Obviously, his 2 goals contributed to me turning around saying he played brilliant. I thought he just run around, he did the right work, he looked as really hungry, and he's played in that position the last couple of games. And I never thought after the Newcastle game we'd actually see a performance, and he's improved. So my outlook on Sabitzer, if he carries on like that, he will get a regular place. But to be honest with you, there wasn't really many top performances you can talk about. You can look at Martial for the 60 minutes he was on. He was running around wanting the ball, done the right work. I thought he really worked well and was excellent for the player what's been out that long. But when you look at that second half, well, I'll tell you what, you look at the first half and the second half, Malacia was way out of position time after time after time, and the disaster was there waiting for him. And it happened. Just watched the ball, didn't deal with it, and ended up putting it in his own net. And just a poor game from him, to be honest with you. And really, they should have been put to bed at half time. Should have been 3-4-0, but United didn't step on the gas, and they only have themselves to blame. I didn't think to be honest with you, I didn't think he should have made them changes all in one go like he did. I thought that was bad. I thought it upset the rhythm, and we didn't seem after that to go for it. There was no like energy. It was all like the energy had gone, and they were doing the fouling. They were doing the lying on the floor, trying to get people booked and that. And the game died from a United point of view. But all they did from the 60th, 65th minute, they gained confidence, and you could see it coming.
Yeah. Do you think it, don't get me wrong, I can understand maybe with Martial coming off, you know, he's not really started a game. He's not started a game actually for United since his return, has it?
No.
Apart from tonight. But Bruno Fernandes, was you surprised him coming off? Because I thought he had a good game.
Well, that's what I'm saying about bringing on the subs, the 3 subs. Yeah, he had a good game, but he was pivotal in that middle. Yeah, he was there. He was working with Casemiro, and he was trying to spring the ball around. I'm not saying he had a great game, but he was there, and he shouldn't have been brought off at the time. He should have just brought one. He should have managed the game through, not suddenly make wholesale changes. It was 2-0. We was comfortable. And to me, it was the wrong way to go about it, bringing them subs on and trying just to walk out the game and hope that we got a moment where we could make it 3-0 and then the tie was over. Now look at what's gone on. I thought it was a poor performance in that second half. And in the end, United got punished. Deservedly, did they? I don't know. But Malacia there throughout the game, weak link, and they knew it because they were coming at him.
Yeah, obviously bad news with Martinez. It looked an absolute shock.
Terrible.
He had his head in his hands, didn't he, when he come off, getting carried off by their players. And to me, that looks like he snapped something. He could be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he was crying, the kid. He was in pain, and you just seen all the players around him. And fair play to the Seville players, they were concerned for him as well. So that's the one good point about the Seville players. They knew the extent of the injury, and Martinez getting carried off there, absolutely distraught, and that is the disaster what's added to the night. You've got Rashford out. They say he'll be back, but you just never know with the groin injury. So this time of the year, what I was fearing is actually happening. Suspensions, injuries. I'll tell you something now. We've got it all to do here. It's a disaster all round.
Well, when you look at it next week, you could have possibly Maguire and Lindelof as our centre-backs, because Varane went off injured as well, didn't he? He was replaced at half-time.
Yeah, Varane went off. It just seems to all be happening. Ten Hag has got it to do, that coaching staff. But he's also got He's got to answer a few questions. Why was the level of performance, the energy, why wasn't it there in the second half? They were there to be killed off, and then he could have made all the changes over there without any worries of people being suspended or resting him or anything like that. Now, he's got half a fit team here. And this Seville side had a poor side. That first half, they had an header on 45 minutes with De Gea pulling off another worldly save, and then he pulled off another save later on. But for them, one chance in the first half. I'm lost for words, because it's straight after the game and it's hard to react to something where you sat back relaxing for 45 minutes to suddenly watch all the old faults come back, right? What we've criticised over the last couple of years, to see that when a comfortable semi-final spot is now in jeopardy, which personally, and I'll say it now, I can't see how United are going to get out of this, because that Seville side will scream and shout at anything and try and get everyone booked, everyone sent off. They were getting booked left, right, and centre themselves. You know what I mean? And
you did say in the match preview, expect the dark arts.
The dark arts were there for all to see. And if you think you've seen some dark arts there tonight, you wait till Thursday night, because that Seville are not going to give this up. No two ways about it. You've now got a Seville crowd what's going to be out of their heads, screaming and bawling. And I'm telling you, a tough ask. And if we get through it, I'll call it the miracle of Seville.
Do you know what? I'm going to leave it there. If you've got anything more to add, because I think you've gone through everything we needed to tonight.
I've probably got 1,000 things to say, but I'm very, very angry, right, at the turnaround in the second half, and I'm so disappointed. And I'm gutted, because there was an easy semi-final there, the easiest of the lot, and look where we are now. Looks like we're possibly, more than likely, going to go out, and I'm absolutely gutted, and I'm lost for words, and often you don't find me lost for words, but that performance in that second half, players there, I'm sorry, just not on.
Well, we have seen United bounce back. We have seen them put in some good performances this season against big teams. So one's going to be needed in the return leg next week, and let's hope that Erik ten Hag and the boys can produce something to go through. But yeah, let us know what you thought of tonight's match. There's plenty to discuss. Let us know what you think about my dad Tony's match reaction as well. Smash a like on tonight's video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe as well if you've not already done so, and press that notification, because I'm going to come up as well with my own match reaction soon. Thank you.
Thank you.